What are you doing?
Morning. It's a bit of a shame. There used to be a running water feature here.
It's overwhelming, isn't it? No, not overwhelming, but
I bring them into the mix because the elves.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Hmm?
Starts for a new day. So, another day at the bungalow. Oh yes, last night, absolutely worn out, so busy with all the running around to do, and a little bit easier today, so I've had a bit of a slow start to the day. Rash has just been out, had a walk, just sorting out my washing and things that need to go back to my caravan because I'm back in work tomorrow, and prepping up a few other bits and bobs. As I say, Sandra's up in, as I'm recording this, 3 days time. So yeah, just getting some stuff done. And Sandra has been for a walk, a place in Manchester. So I think what we'll do, we'll start today's vlog with myself handing over to Sandra, who's got, it's quite a long vlog. Anyway, this is Sandra coming up now.
Morning. So, it's Sunday. I'm coming out for a little walk, which I thought I'd share with you. So, it's been a while since I've filmed anything. Very full on at work still. I had my car in for its little repair that it needed during the week. So it's a bit of a challenge anyway. Been helping Mum with a few things, that kind of thing. Anyway, and then today it's Sunday. I've been hoping to meet up with my best friend, but she's pretty unwell at the moment, so it wasn't possible. So we're going to have to rearrange. So I thought, well, it's actually quite a nice, not super sunny, but at least it's not raining. It's more spring-like. Don't know whether you could pick up, but there's birds singing. I can hear bells ringing in the distance. This is not my church, but when my friend was more well, we used to quite often come to this place. It's in a place called Disbury, and it's called Fletcher Moss. And a lovely auntie who I was very close to when I was younger used to bring me here as well. And I guess it was the start, I should say, of loving plants and all that sort of thing. So anyways, this is just the edge of Fletcher Moss, and look at this. Lots of forget-me-nots. So I think I know it's about this time of year we brought our friend Jean away camping, well, sort of semi-camping and barbecuing for the last time a few years ago, and she loves forget-me-nots too, so I always see these and think of the lovely Jean. Anyway, and then you can see the white in the distance. Sorry, is the wild garlic flowering. So I'm going to have a little walk around here anyways, and see what we can see. I'm not sure which church that is. You can definitely hear the bells now. So there's a little notice here. So there's a wildlife walk we're going to go down. There's some information about it. So all the different wildlife you can see here. Let's go and have a look. So this down here is a favourite of foragers. Quite a pretty flower anyway. You see down there with the white flowers? Apparently, that's a three-cornered leek and it's edible. There you go. So yeah, so there's quite a lot of people passing here, but yeah, you can see. So there's a boardwalk been put in, so it's quite marshy here. Rather attractive. This is relatively new. This wasn't here when I was a kid. Oh. A lot of three-cornered leek. There's a nice little duck pond behind me. I do love the sound of drakes. Beautiful sound, isn't it? Anyway. So it turned out to be rather a lovely morning. And so again, the forecast wasn't particularly good, but it's rather nice. Oh, it's gone. You won't be able to see this, but you might be able to hear the wren. Oh, she's gone. Or he. That sound you can hear is the wren. I just saw it, but it just moved off when I turned the camera around. You'll catch this orange tipped. Oh, it's gone. Yeah. There's an orange tipped butterfly. Anyway. Finally feels like spring. Sounds like there's a squeaky toy in that tree, but I think it might be parakeets. Anyway, and I think this might be possibly greater celandine. And Mr. Duck's come to say hello again. Don't know how well it'll show on the picture. Hello. Not too sure where I am now, if I can find the car later. So we're getting back up now to the more formal gardens, which is what I remember from my childhood. I used to love coming up here. So peaceful. Ooh. I recognise this. It's wisteria with the beautiful purple flowers. Yeah, magnificent and yeah. Not to be cut back too harshly. It doesn't like it. It's rather nice red maple over there. Mm. Yes, this is what I remember. So it's all on the stepped paths. Just full of colour and all different plants. Little water features running through. So pretty. It's a gorgeous planted out pond here. All sorts of a moorhen down there as well. absolutely beautiful. It's another little watery feature bit, all sorts tucked in here. Got the big rhubarb-like thing on the far side, that's Gunnera. Not too sure what the pretty pink flowers are. That seems to be some kind of fern, I think. It's a lovely smell here. And then some hostas, some good old water lily pads, and then quite a lot of horsetail in the water. And in the distance, you can see there's quite a lot of rhododendrons as well. So all sorts. It's a bit of a shame. There used to be a running water feature here. The causeway's still there, but not much water anymore. There should be like a stream running all down that under the path. You can see a little puddle at the bottom. Yeah, a bit of a shame. We used to like dibbling our hands in that. There's a little plaque here about the history. So I suppose it's saying there'll be a plane going over there. 1889, local solicitor Robert Wood Williamson created the rockery and planted it up with plants he collected on his expeditions, and his wife wanted to make a place where birds would flourish so that they could have the feathers for fancy hats. So there you go. Well, anyway, I've had a good look around, and lovely as it is, there's something missing. And I think that something used to be on top of that brick wall. So by now, way back even 20 years ago, the cafe used to be in that building there, which is called the Croft. And where the outdoor cafe is now, it used to be heated greenhouses, so obviously some of the rare plants that were brought back needed to be kept warm and indoors. So there was a specialist rockery greenhouse up there, and it's gone. So that's a bit of a shame. Anyway, I suppose life goes on. I do have happy memories of pottering about in there. Anyways, so that was my little tour of Fletcher Gardens in Disbury. A little hidden treasure. Hope you enjoyed it.
Boxes. Right, I'm going to try. How successful this is going to be, I've got no idea. In here, I've got a number of boxes that are music related, let's say. Neil singles. And I'm just going to try and sort out those boxes, which I'm going to leave on a pallet in the middle of the floor just to trip up on. I'm going to go out as well. These big boxes need to go to the tip. And I think that corner and over there are a lot of my music record collection, and primarily a lot of it's orchestral manoeuvres in the dark bits. So I'm going to try and, don't know, it's overwhelming, isn't it? No, not overwhelming, but it's frustrating because I can't properly unpack in the bungalow until this electrical work is started. Right, we need to crack on. Right, so this was a little shelf thing that was in the hallway, which is now just, I keep tripping up over it and falling over it, so let's lob that up there for now. As I say, I'm quite happy with my tools. I just saw a screw on the floor. Don't want a screw on the floor because I get a flat tire on the bikes. I'm quite happy now that I know where my tools are and my drill bits and bits, so that's a bit of a result. As I say, primarily this middle pile now is Sandra's to go through. And I think I need to get into that corner there and a bit over there. Does that make any sense at all? Any logic? Sometime later. Right, this corner I can now get to. Hello Frank, side bottom head, how are you all? Right, so apart from divorce papers, these are CDs and to do the CD racking. So they're both mine and Sandra's. That's randomness. This pile here is Sandra's. Empty box. To go inside, I think I've got a little telly. Don't know whether it works or not, but I haven't got a remote control for it. Anyway, I found 3 remote controls. This is all gardening stuff. Some of this can go onto the shelf over there, and the other stuff can go into Sandra's greenhouse stroke coal shed. Those that know will know what I'm on about. Over in this corner here now, a lot of that is old photograph albums and negatives and things like that that I do want to keep. And this pallet, and this is only still not everything. There's still some boxes that I'm not. Well, they've got to be in here somewhere, but I can't see them. That pallet of stuff is OMD stuff. I've done it again. I've gone and bought a couple of flipping LPs. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh, hang on a minute. That's another box of LPs. Right, it won't look like I've made any progress there at all. But mark my words, we have. Okay. So it's a message off Sandra. So yesterday she had a number plate stolen, which is reported, and she's just had a call off the police. She's missed a call. So I'm going to put that lot into the kitchen, into the dining room, open up the back door, and start sorting out that box of things. I think. Yeah, I've got no idea why Sandra's bought all them bottles came back from Manchester. Big weed. So there are. I think I explained there are. What on earth is this thing? I don't know. It's just collecting water. It's like the side of a bath. Yeah, the greenhouse. Sorry. So this looks a bit tatty, this, and to some extent it is a little bit, and there's obviously some broken glass. But what you've got to consider is it's got a good sort of working bench on here and all the rest of it. The panes of glass can be easily replaced with glass panels or PVC plastic, transparent plastic or whatever. And ultimately, this has survived the Lincolnshire weather over probably a great many years. So, you know, there is a temptation to say, oh, we'll just rip it down and buy a new greenhouse. But do we need to? Do we actually need to? I don't think we need to. It's a good size. What is it? 6 foot by 4 foot, 5 foot, something like that. Could even be 8 foot by 4 foot. Anyway, I'm going to let Sandra decide on that. So when we've been moving stuff over, we've been putting some stuff in here for Sandra. I'll take you up to the coal shed in a minute as well if you've not seen it. And then sort of weatherproof things. There's my old horse for cutting up logs. Weatherproof stuff that can be kept outside. It's all here. And just sorry, I'm going off on a tangent, aren't I? I've just emptied another big box in the garage. But pure blimey, Charlie, it's just going on this, on and 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 on a little bit more. I know Sandra's just itching to get up here now and just start to get going. What are them going through the things here? I've no idea what those are. and I'm going to make a decision on this trailer tent as well, possibly today. And if I can get that round here, I can just store it on here. And so I've got to take a foot off that hedge, potentially. Anyway, we'll see. Pretty, aren't they? Look at these coming through here. A white tulip of some sort. Those are withering away. There's more of these coming out, isn't there? A little ladybird down here. A couple of rather large boxes to go to the tip. As I say, it won't look like anything's happened, but things have happened. There is here was full virtually to the front, so that's just tip. That's all cleared now, and that's a condenser dryer. That's so old that I've not turned it on since I've been here, but we've had that years, and it does the job. Right, those other bits of tools that I got before are all on here. I think I'm going to get a key and just go and re-recce Sandra's cave. Sandra's den with my axes and lots of spider webs and an old bike and a Flymo. Yeah, this is Sandra's sort of den. With everything that needs sorting out in here, and whatever Sandra's going to end up doing with it. There is some old shelving up here. Just found my old Clark. Do you remember anybody? Do you remember anybody remember this light from Claris? Really good. Look at this. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so that's Sandra's cave. Right, I'm not going to put anything else in there today, but we're going to we've inherited a pile of bricks that Sandra says are good for the bees, but they're not good for anything, and those are possibly all going to have to be moved. I don't know where the old ridge tiles are from, because they're not off this property, and this is starting to get a bit wild at the back. Sandra would say he needs taming. Tame the hedge. I couldn't leave him in the garage, could I? My teddy's still in the garage. There should be my teddy in, shouldn't I? But couldn't leave these in the garage. So these have appeared in many videos, lurking in the background, and I'm sure they will be appearing again soon, very mischievous like. But look who we've got back. So that was Sandra and that was me, and these were the naughty elves, if I remember rightly. So I just thought I'd bring them. Into the mix, because the elves are now starting their new Lincolnshire life. Right, I need to go to the tip. And then I am later going to go, fingers crossed, to have a look at this dandy trailer tent with Lee. And I think I'm going to finish this video off here. Because you've had quite a long one off Sandra, haven't you, and everything. So, as ever, if you're a new viewer, new subscriber, big thumbs up from us to you. Look after yourselves. And all being well, I'm going to bring you another vlog tomorrow.